We're here with the Richmond versus GMU game. And Richmond starts the game with the quaffle. Thank you. Richmond has started their day 1-0. GMU is 0-1. I think that's going to be a beat before. Richmond has the quaffle. No goal. GMU is passing the ball around the top. Got a lot of space. We got a fast break. And the first blood goes to Richmond. Score is 10-0. GMU bringing up the ball wide left with control. We have a no beater scenario. A blocked. Keeper ball, no goal. Richmond makes a pass to the hoop. Hard boundary, turnover to GMU. GMU is bringing the ball on the far side this time with one bludger. Richmond has control. Ooh, missed beat. GMU under pressure, uses their reset but gets back to hoops. He can get beat in the keeper zone. The beater could have beat him there. GMU with their reset used is bringing the ball back up. Pass deep behind the hoops. He's going for a drive. Ball's out. Ball out. Wide pass, and that's... We have a loose quaffle. All right, the quaffle goes to Richmond. Score remains 1-0. The goal is good. 5 minutes have elapsed and the score is 10-10. GMU has the ball at the top of the field. The goal is no good. Off pitch, ball belongs to Richmond. I would like to apologize. The goal is 20-0. Richmond scored twice. Pass at the hoops. Disrupted. GMU has the ball. Drives. The goal is good, but beat before. No. The goal is good. Score is now 20-10. Richmond winning. Richmond walking the ball up pitch. GMU has control on defense. GMU beater makes the beat. Now it's 2-on-1. Meanwhile, Richmond drives behind. And the ball is out. No goal. GMU's ball. Fast break failed. Richmond ball. George Mason retains control of Bludgers on defense. And Bludgers have now been turned over to Richmond. The ball is wide right. Beats behind the hoops. The ball is now GMU. Richmond has control, playing side-by-side, beaters on defense. Goal is blocked. They're going for the drive. Pass behind. Turned the hoop. Shot from behind. Turned the hoop. No goal. Richmond ball. Score remains 20-10 Richmond. GMU has Bludger control on defense. Beat before. The sideline is calling for a beat before the pass. Goal is no good. He was beat before the pass. Bringing the ball up fast. Ball pass to Hoops. Richmond ball. No goal. George Mason with bludger control, pressuring the ball around the half court. Richmond has a lane. Richmond's driving. Beat before. We have a scrum behind the hoops. Whose beater will get there first? It looks like George Mason. George Mason retains bludger control, beats everyone, and gets the ball back. Score still 20-10. GMU is bringing the ball up the middle. They have control and they're being escorted by their beaters. He sees a lane, makes the pass by the hoops. It's contested. Shot is no good. GMU has the ball behind the hoops. We're about to see another scrum. Richmond used their bludger to clear it out. Richmond ball. Richmond now on offense with bludger control. Richmond in the diamond formation, ball in the center on the right side of the pitch. Beater clears out a chaser. The beater sees a lane. A quick pass behind hoops. The goal is good. Score is now 30-10, Richmond. Agile move to not use their reset at half. Ball is wide left, keeper. Very close to the sideline there, but he stays in. Richmond still has control. The ball is up top. Richmond's got pressure. GMU gets the ball out. Now it's a 1v1. Oh, beater's dropping back. Chaser clear behind the hoops. Goal is no good. Richmond keeper is beat. Richmond has the ball. They see a lane, fast break. Some good defense by the keeper. Tackle. The ball is out. GMU ball. He's out of the keeper zone. AR. AR. If he was into the keeper zone, okay, yeah, and he was clean. That was good. Richmond on defense with bludger control. Ball at the right sideline. Loose quaffle. Beater beats it to his teammate. He's got a lane. He drives. Shot is no good. Ball behind the hoops. Goal is good. Score is now 30-20, Richmond. GMU Beater kept that play alive by beating a live quaffle to his teammate. GMU Beater defends himself with a nice block. Point is beat. Ball wide right for Richmond. Back to the center. GMU has a lot of space. Richmond is using it. Keeper keeps the ball. Pass is blocked. GMU makes the stop. GMU sees something they like, they're driving. Ball behind hoops, shot blocked. Richmond's got the ball. The snitch is now on the sideline, about to enter the pitch. You got a close one. It's going to be an in-range. It's going to be decided by the seeker unless the score dramatically changes. Richmond has control, and they're winning by 1 goal. Pass to the hoops. Pass out. Pass across. Bobbles it, and the goal is good. Score is now 40-20. GMU Beater unfortunately beat his own teammate. Snitch is now on the pitch. Mason bring the ball wide left. Justin Barnard is the snitch. I have a feeling this one could go for a while. We got a close game. Richmond has the ball. They got a fast break. 1 beater. Ball pass across. Kicked out. Mason has the ball. No goal. Seekers are about to be released. We got a close one. Seekers are released. We have an in-range game. Richmond leading by 20. Richmond Seeker immediately beat. Meanwhile, the quaffle is sitting at half. Richmond Seeker has some time alone. Oh. Cameraman was beat. Another defensive stop. Richmond has some time with the snitch. Quaffle's being walked up. Seekers beat. Quaffle's on the far side of the field. This time GMU has some time alone with the snitch. Richmond Seeker beat. GMU has lots of time. Ball's passed. GMU's got the ball. They're driving. Shot is no good. Over. GMU Seeker has time alone with Justin, and there's a beater protecting him. 2 beaters protecting him. Ball is being walked up by Richmond. Got a nice throw on the seeker. Richmond dunks on a fast break. Score is now 50-20. A pull for GMU would go to overtime. Snitch is in dead center of the pitch. Quaffle being walked up by George Mason. GMU seeker was off broom. George Mason has control and they're defending the snitch well. Oh, and Richmond steals it. Quaffle carriers beat. Richmond's gonna have a fast break. A goal by Richmond takes this out of range. The score is now 60-20. Richmond can catch, GMU can. We got a potential catch right here. The referees and the snitch will talk.
I don't think so. I didn't feel it. I felt so cold at the time. But I also couldn't see that.
Score is 60-20. A potential Richmond catch would make a 90-20 finish. Richmond is patiently waiting. Meanwhile, the refs still discussing. Based on the way this is going, I think the catch is no good.
Let's go in. The scores are blowing.
The catch is no good. Game continues. Richmond's got time alone and 2 beaters on the snitch.
3, 2, 1, go!
GMU has the quaffle. Tail fell off. Meanwhile, GMU got a stoppage of play. We're looking for a new snitch tail. We have a timeout called on the play. All right, play continues. A reminder, score is 60-20 Richmond. GMU has the ball. Richmond has bludgers.
3, 2, 1, go!
George Mason driving the ball. Keeper's got it. Richmond has time alone with the snitch. GMU is now on the snitch. GMU has time alone with the snitch. Richmond makes a stop on defense. Richmond sees a fast break. And Richmond scores again. That makes it 70-20. With the keeper bringing up the ball. 70-20.
Beat Red Chaser.
Richmond has bludger control. One on Snitch, one on Quaffle. Ball's passed right. He's clear. Shot is no good. Turn the hoop. Ball's behind. GMU's got it. Make a tackle. Ball's out. Who hit that ball? We got a stoppage of play. We don't know who's going to inbound the ball here. Richmond ball. GMU has time with the Snitch defending. Richmond has a new seeker in. Richmond has time alone with the Snitch and bludger control. Ball passed wide. Richmond Chasers beat. GMU turtles the ball. And their beaters are going to clear out the Chasers. Meanwhile, Richmond has time with the Snitch, but Justin is not having it. GMU Chasers beat. Clear. GMU has the ball. They're making a move. GMU Seeker is defending. GMU Chaser on the ground makes the pass. The goal is good. Underhanded dunk. Cross hoops. Meanwhile, the Snitch is just bear hugging the Seeker. Snitch has reached first handicap, must be within 1.5 yards of the midline, and we have a full-on bear hug. Just drop your broom. Richmond still splitting their beaters, and the ball goes out of bounds. Quaffle's being brought up wide right by Richmond. Richmond currently winning by 4. They're going to use all the time they can. Richmond sees a lane. They're driving. A good hit, but the goal is good. Takes it to 5. Deficit of 5. The score is now 8-3. New Richmond Seeker. GMU took a fast break to the hoop. Score is now 80-40. GMU Seeker is beat. Snitch is down. Meanwhile, Richmond has the ball, and they're bringing it up wide left. Both Seekers are beat. Snitch has a little bit of time. George Mason has control, and they're prioritizing Quaffle defense. They need one more goal to bring this back into range. Snitch has a defender. Defender's now beat. Quaffle shot was no good. Hard boundary. GMU ball. We have a close 1v1 right here. Defensive Seeker in the way. GMU has control, bringing the ball up. They could put it in range right here. Oh, and we have a catch. Another potential catch by Richmond. This will make the final score 110-40. And the catch is good. Richmond defeats GMU. GMU is 0-2 on the day, and Richmond is 2-0.